Welcome to Crambamble. My name's Kirsten.
My name's Taz.
And I got to do the intro this time because Taz has handed over the gauntlets. Gauntlets? Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. Thank you for these gauntlets. They are beautiful.
No, you handed them to me. You've handed me the gauntlets.
Oh, I missed the gauntlets
So I can
now.
do the slaps.
Oh,
The intro slaps.
You're throwing down the gauntlet. I understand now.
Yeah.
I was confused.
Oh, no, yeah. When I said he's given me the gauntlet, I'm like, that was meant to be thrown down. But you know what?
Or giving you the reins. I see what you've done though.
Yeah. I've done reins and gauntlets.
Look at you with your mashups.
Yeah, that was totally on purpose.
Oh,
Yeah.
clever.
No.
I'm impressed.
Fair enough. What was your exciting topic for the week?
I don't have an exciting topic. I never do.
Why?
I don't know.
So you don't have shower thoughts, you have nothing? Because it was you who used to bring the fire.
Oh.
It was you who used to bring your Anakin Skywalker hate and your... Actually, no, did you like him? No, you said he was whingy. That's right. You really didn't like him. But then you switched around in the end because you realised that he was an important factor of the... I'm just going to stop now. You're giving me this look of like, what are you talking about? But yeah, you used to actually bring stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess not anymore.
I don't know.
All right, I'll just stretch these shoulders that have taken on this huge burden of the podcast. And
I'm gonna lean back and let you take it. Oh, I need one of those footstools.
That's all right. I'll just shoulder this burden alone. I have nice broad shoulders, so it should be all right. I have a fun quiz for you, though.
Yes.
I was going to bring the ukulele down and do some intro music, like just bling.
Nice.
Welcome to Kirsten's Curious Quiz.
I'm sorry, the ukulele's not down here. I got a
No,
guitar
it's
too.
all
I
right.
can
We're
set
going
a
to
guitar
remember
up
that
there
next
if you want.
time. It's all right. All right. So I have some interesting questions to ask you that I thought you could guess, because there's honestly no way to get these right.
Okay, do you need a little lamp that you shine down in my face to really
No,
put the sweats
I'm
on?
not. No.
Is this an interrogation?
People can
Do I
play
need
at
my
home as
lawyer?
well. Okay. How many people did Kirsten find on the internet that were killed
6.
while hunting for Bigfoot?
6.
None.
None. Oh, okay.
But that was a trick question because someone did die,
Oh my
but he
God.
wasn't hunting for Bigfoot.
Trick questions.
I
That's
know.
rude.
I know, especially for the first one. He wasn't hunting for Bigfoot. He was trying to hoax people into believing in Bigfoot.
Oh,
But he was
okay.
run over by a car twice.
Oh, so he was dressed as a Bigfoot or
That's the
something?
even funnier thing. No.
What?
He had on one of those ghillie suits,
Yeah.
which he thought looked enough like Sasquatch.
Yeah, kind of could. I can see that.
And so when the highway patrolman said, they found his body, it had been run over by 2 sets of vehicles, he's
Oh,
like,
man.
he was difficult to spot.
That's camouflage. He was
Of course
camouflaged.
he would be.
No one thought it was odd there was a bush in the middle of the road. But then again, I guess the government in certain areas is so
He
bad.
wasn't in the middle of the road. That's
Oh.
what I love, because he
What?
wanted it to be a sighting.
Oh.
So I reckon these people have deliberately run him over.
Oh no. Maybe they knew who he was and they're just sick of him and they're like, we're just going to run him down.
Oh, there's him, Jeremy, again with his fake suit on. Why didn't he just get a Bigfoot suit?
They're probably really expensive, actually. Ghillie suits you could probably get from, I presume
Army
American...
surplus stores.
Yeah, American military surplus stores. You can buy guns for $100. A ghillie suit's probably not too much more. Or less.
I love the thought of not one but 2 people went, oh my God, that is such an American mentality rather than, oh, it's Bigfoot. Oh no, let me run away and call the police.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hit this guy with my car.
Yeah, fair. Well,
Get him.
I guess we also don't know the circumstances. Maybe he was real. He tried to jump out in front of a car doing 60 miles an hour and they just, couldn't stop him. It was probably just a deer or something.
He had been drinking.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
He's throwing himself in traffic.
Yep.
Goodness gracious.
All right.
What a dingleberry.
I know.
No more trick questions, Kirsten. No more trick questions.
Okay. I thought because everyone's in quarantine and this is an issue that faces me.
They
and I'm
should be.
Sure, many other people are facing this issue.
Yeah.
I thought, how much chocolate could actually kill you?
Oh, I want to know this.
So you don't know? Take a guess.
Is this based on the assumption that you are not allergic to any of the components of chocolate?
No. You're not allergic to it.
Okay. 4 kilograms, which is, 10 pounds?
It's actually higher than that.
Oh. Oh, okay, so we've got a decent tolerance to it.
Yeah, we do. The thing that kills us is the theobromine. That's the
That sounds familiar.
toxic thing that's in it. And it's 10 kilos.
So you need 10 kilograms of chocolate or 10 kilograms of theobromine?
10 kilograms of chocolate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, would that decrease if it was dark chocolate because it has a high concentration of chocolate?
Yeah, this was based on milk chocolate.
Which is a very small amount of cocoa anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
So if you ate dark chocolate, it could possibly be less.
Well, if you're eating that much chocolate, chances are the diabetes is going to get you.
But when you say 10 kilos of chocolate, you're like, whoa, that's huge. Wow.
It is huge.
Apparently it's 40 dairy milk blocks.
Yeah, that's a lot.
In a day?
In a day. That's a lot.
No. Yeah, it is a lot for a day, but they didn't specify the time.
40 dairy milk blocks.
In your entire life, you could.
Oh, easily. You could do it in a year.
But you probably pass the stuff through your system.
You could eat a block of that a day. That's 365 blocks.
Yeah.
You could probably eat 3 blocks of that a day, and that's 1,000 blocks. So 40 blocks, but I mean, depending on what time frame, 40 blocks in one day.
Who's eating that much? I guess that's why there's not been many deaths of chocolate. Oh, death by chocolate. That's a dessert.
The other thing that I would posit to consider as well is 40 blocks of dairy milk chocolate when it's on special is 120 Australian dollars. You spent imagine spending $120 on chocolate. And that'll kind of give you a gist of how much chocolate you're physically buying.
Ooh.
That's a lot of chocolate. Because people will buy like a 5.
But like you say, what if you went super dark?
Yes.
You're like, oh, I'm super healthy. I'm going to be really healthy and eat this. I don't know why you're Yoda.
Well, the thing to keep in mind is if you get 80% chocolate, most of those brands will be half as much weight in terms of the chocolate block. So you get like a 200-gram block of chocolate that is dairy milk. But when you buy those 85% cocoa, like they're in the thin packages and they're much thinner. So you're looking at 90 grams.
Maybe that's why they make it thinner.
Maybe. Yeah.
So you don't OD.
Or just it pulls back on the ingredients that are normally watering it down. So they just have the same amount of cocoa in a dairy milk, but they're just adding that milk in, which then doubles the weight. In theory. I'm not a chocolate constructionist.
You say that with such authority and then go, but I don't know. So everyone, he doesn't know. That's just a theory.
If I could have the guy that speaks very quickly in ads about medicine speak after me when I'm finished making a statement, and he rattles off...
Desmond is not a doctor.
Exactly.
His advice should never be followed.
Yes. Like that following up, I think would cover a lot of basis of my life in general. I just say something and then I walk off and they go, Taz is in no way a doctor, affiliated with the Association of Medical Associates, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, done, safe.
Fair enough.
Next.
Oh, next question. Right. So, yeah, you got half of that. How many Catholic exorcists are roughly, I'll give you 20 either side.
Okay, that's a big spread.
Okay. How many Catholic exorcists are in the USA as of 2020?
Catholic exorcists specifically?
Yep.
180.
Jesus, you got close.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Well, you said 20, so I know it was in the hundreds.
Yeah.
You gave me too much of a spread.
No, well, you could have said 220.
I could have.
You could have said 120.
Yeah, I'd still be close, though.
You could have said 105.
I'd be close.
You were as close as you could possibly get. It's 175.
Yes.
Roughly, because obviously some people aren't registered.
About to be 170 if everything goes to plan this evening.
Oh, my God. That's so cryptic, but so dumb. Like, what's going to happen, Taz?
Oh, my God. That's the best title of my biography, Cryptic but Dumb.
It's so cryptic and so dumb.
The Taz story. Cryptic but dumb.
If everything goes to plan, it'll be 170 this evening. Taz, what? You're not even in America. We cannot leave the house.
The title.
Like, what?
Okay, the title of my biography is going to be, and just let me finish before you interrupt because you'll love this one. Cryptic but Dumb, The Taz Story, an autobiography written by Dan Brown.
Okay. Why will I love that?
Because it's not an autobiography if it's written by someone else.
Yeah,
I've been
I guess I can see it now because it is cryptic and dumb. I get what you were going there.
That's a failed joke. Let's move on.
Or it's a brilliant joke and there's people pissing themselves right now at home and I just didn't get it.
If you're out there, thank you. I love you.
And also, Jesus, clean yourself up.
Yeah, sort your shit out. What's wrong with you? You're disgusting. I'm so wishy-washy. I'm like that Katy Perry song, Hot and Cold.
You're hot, then you're... Why? Now that's going to be in my head all day.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Ooh, how do you... This is not part of the quiz, but how do you get... I know how to get rid of earworms.
You have to finish the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. Bit of advice for you. If you've got an earworm, if you've got a song stuck in your brain, just... You've got to listen to it all the way through. Finish it.
Before I found out about that, though, my method was to just play the main chorus, I guess you'd call it, or verse of Jennifer Lopez's DJ Play That Song. I would just repeat that in my head for 5 minutes, and then both songs would be gone.
Oh, wow.
It worked for me. But then I found out about the whole concept. Actually, no, I think I was listening to it, and I was like, why do I keep getting songs stuck in my head? And I realized when I would start the car radio back up, or if I had like a CD on, the song would continue playing. So because I hadn't finished the song listening to it in the real world, my brain was trying to finish it, but only knew like the main chorus, so couldn't do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
no, you have to listen to it, especially because the reason it's an earworm is you don't know the rest, and your brain's trying to fill in the blanks.
Yes. But I dare say there are some songs that are so good that they get stuck in your head, even if you know all the words.
Yep.
Because they're just that damn good.
All right. Okay. Another question.
Yes.
How many injuries could Kirsten find related to toilet paper in Australia?
Oh. In the very general sense, or specifically using toilet paper?
No, as in like the coronavirus.
Oh. 17.
It's only about 7.
Oh,
yeah.
Come on, guys, pick up your game. Get some brawls going on. I mean, if you're in the toiletries aisle, you're probably very close to the toilet roll holders.
There was 2 in particular. Like, we've all seen the one of the women fighting.
Yes, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So I was like, we've seen it. That's done. Did you hear about the 13-year-old girl that was trampled?
No.
It got even more tragic.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So this 13-year-old girl was just shopping with her mum, who happens to be disabled and in a wheelchair.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so they got to the supermarket and she walked forward to go and get stuff because her mum's like, oh, you go ahead and grab me some stuff. Yeah. A throng of people pushed her to the ground and stomped on her to get to toilet paper.
Oh, my God.
And she's just there in tears. Eventually, the manager had to come and drag her out.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
People disgust me.
And put an ice pack on her. She's okay, but that could have gone horribly wrong. Imagine if she'd hit her head on the corner of a display or something.
Yeah.
Like, you would have killed a 13-year-old
I'm glad she
child.
wasn't killed, because that's terrible.
Yeah.
People are so dumb. I don't understand the whole mob mentality.
Oh, I can understand it. Isn't this terrible? This is super racist. I can understand it happening in America.
Is that
racist?
I think it's bigoted.
Yeah.
Because it's not specifically a race, it's either a culture or a country.
I don't know. Okay, well...
I think bigoted covers countryism, right?
Maybe.
That's not nationalism. That's not what nationalism means.
No.
Anti-nationalism? I don't know. I don't know enough about politics to say if that's that. I would say bigoted just in general. If you guys know, write into crambamplepodcast@gmail.com because I have no idea.
Well, either way, my anti-American sentiment. But then again, if you saw that on the news in America, 13-year-old was trampled in the, I don't know, Black Friday sales, you'd go, oh yeah, I figured that would happen.
The first thing that happens to a group of people watching a news report like that, especially if they mention America, everyone goes, I wonder what state that was in. Because you automatically go, which state is the dumbest? And it's usually like, sounds like Florida. Probably Florida. Which is a shame. Yeah.
It's like where Lisa's dressed up as Florida. They're using this meme a lot lately.
Oh, really?
She's like, I'm not a state, I'm a monster.
You guys have been watching a lot more Simpsons than me.
It was a meme. I saw it on 9gag.
Oh, okay. I've not seen that one before. I think
it's because they're opening the beaches up again.
I remember being told that actually.
Yeah, they used that meme.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yes, and another favourite toilet paper injury.
Yep.
Was a man was tased in Big W, which is the equivalent of our...
Kind of like a mini Walmart.
Yeah.
A section of Walmarts that don't have everything.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
But it has nearly everything from workout gear to underpants.
It's Australian Target. They have Target over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Australian Target.
It's cheaper than Target, though.
Yes, definitely.
So, yeah, that's why I was like Walmart-y.
Yeah.
So it attracts a certain type of person. But yeah, he was tased. Because he was acting so inappropriately around the toilet paper.
You know what? Good.
I just love that.
If they deserve a good tasing, I think a lot of people
I just love that they had tasers.
Yeah.
Like they were like, this could get nasty. Let's get the tasers.
Let's tase them. Or it could have been, was it security or a police officer?
It was a Big W staff member.
That's even better.
I know, right? They're so hardcore.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They'd be hardened in fire, this whole issue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that they were baptized way before this.
Probably.
If you're an employee at a big W,
yeah,
you've seen
and
some
Kmart's,
stuff.
like the moment there's any sort of national disaster or emergency, people freak out and act stupid. Yeah. One of the
I think
latest...
just in your day-to-day job.
Yeah.
Because I was listening to a podcast about petrol station workers in America and your petrol station and liquor store workers. Mm-hmm. And how just on a daily basis they get a gun in their face and like have to empty the register and stuff. That's their job.
They would get knocked over a lot, yeah.
That's their job. Yeah. Like that's what you face on a daily basis.
They probably don't even get paid extra. They don't get paid more than other people.
No, they still earn minimum wage, which I think is like $11.
Jesus.
What's our minimum wage here? It's
15.
like 17?
Well, it was 15 last time I looked, but it might have been bumped up.
Yeah.
It's at least 15, if not more. It may have been bumped up, but it's at least 15.
I was shocked that the other day, this is how ivory tower I've lived my life for the last few years, that someone was like, oh, and I got this really awesome job for $30 an hour. And I was like, how do you live on that?
That's what I'm at. Jeez, ivory tower. Jesus.
But yeah, there's people out there on $11 an hour and I'm scoffing at 30.
You are going to be among the people that are decapitated in a homemade guillotine when the revolution happens. Because you are part of the bourgeoisie. Yep, you are part of the bourgeois. Down with the bourgeoisie. One of the latest clickbait things that has been popping up on my Facebook is, quote unquote, and I say this quote unquote while I'm doing air quotations because the listeners cannot see them, that they found evidence that COVID-19 was in fact accidentally released from a lab.
That lab? Yeah, the bat lab.
No, a lab of chemical warfare.
Yeah. Where they had all the bats.
Okay. I didn't click on the clickbait, so I didn't see if there were bats there or not. Or was that just a really bad joke?
No.
Okay. The actual bats, were they testing it in there?
That's what I heard. That there were bats.
There's probably a million different stories, but yeah.
But I would love to think that it was just like a branch of Wayne Enterprises.
Yep.
Because that makes a lot of sense.
It does.
They were testing, new things on bats, or even, how, oh gosh, I just watched the latest episode, Netflix drama, Dracula. And he does descend into a cloud of bats.
Yes.
So maybe, and then in an episode that you couldn't have watched, because hello, shark, let's do some jumping, because they tried to bring him into the modern world. So the first 2 episodes were brilliant because they were sent...
I think I watched half of that last episode.
Back in, the 1800s.
Yeah.
And, they were great. And then they brought it into the modern world and it did not go well.
No.
But I was thinking, because there was a lot of labs and shady dealings and things, that maybe he could have had a lab, could have had a few labs. Because if you think about it, he's been around for hundreds of, nearly 1,000 years.
Yeah, he's super old, apparently.
He would, and they did address this in the show, he would have millions of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
Because he just invested in property.
Because he had lawyers, because he was establishing lawyers in the book.
Yeah.
So he was actually part of that. So chances are they had money put away, thus gaining interest.
Not just that, but also, property as well. And property that would have been on the far outskirts of London would have been sent to London by now.
Oh, true.
So it would be worth millions of pounds.
The street that the Prime Minister lives on, because that's like a specific street, yes. How long has that been the residence of the Prime Minister in terms of the history of England?
Well, you say that like I would know. I don't know.
Oh, you like politics and you love England.
Yeah, but specific dates, I'm mathematically dyslexic.
Could he own that district that the Crown or the government then bought from him? So Dracula owns Downing Street.
Oh, they could rent it, in trust.
So if they're renting it from him or from his, shell companies or whatever the situation is, he'd be making mad bank from the government.
Did you know that there is a house in, I think, England somewhere that believers in Christ have set aside in case he comes back to Earth? And it's like a little semi-detached flat. And they lease it out at the moment to their congregation, members of their congregation. But if he ever rises again, they have to give it to him. And I'm like, wow, the savior of the world.
Savior gets it. He's like, I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's just a serity touch.
He's like, I died on the cross for you guys, right? Like, you couldn't give me something with, an extra floor?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Clawfoot bathtub. Clawfoot bathtub. Yeah, original. What about one of those rain showers? Why don't you get one of those, guys?
I don't even think it's that nice that it wouldn't even have a clawfoot tub.
If and when, I'll say if and when because I don't know.
I just love that level of forethought. Sorry, if and when.
If and when Jesus does quote unquote return, because I think it's very...
Stop saying quote unquote, it's so annoying.
Quote unquote, if and when. Because it is supposed. It's not locked in.
Yeah.
If and when he returns, he's not going to be 1 year old. He's going to have lived a life because he didn't kick off until he was like 30, 33 in the Bible times. So he's not going to automatically be like, bam, I'm Jesus, I'm a baby, let's do this thing. He's going
do you think he won't come back as a baby?
No, well, he's not going to declare or announce himself when he's a baby. He's going to come back as an adult, so he's going to have lived through this world.
There's a new Netflix show called Messiah.
Yes. I haven't watched it, but I've heard it's good.
Yeah.
Which probably is talking exactly about what I'm talking about right now. He's going to be really disappointed with his people.
With the Christians?
Yeah.
Yeah, where everyone's wearing the cloth, and he specifically said in the Bible not to wear two types of cloth.
He's like, shellfish, guys. Shellfish.
I said that from the beginning. Shellfish. Well, he didn't. His dad did.
That's true.
Yeah, I think that's Old Testament.
It would be, yes.
Yeah.
Do you think he's...
Sorry, I just went on a whole tangent there. We were talking about the bats.
No, you're good.
And I was like, hey, guess what? Jesus has a house.
I want to know if Jesus is alive now and he's come back, he's returned, he has, quote unquote, returned. I wonder how he's faring in lockdown.
I'm going to make that noise every time you say
I wonder how he's faring in lockdown.
Who, Jesus?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he'd be out there preaching and healing the sick.
What if
he's worth his salt?
What if he's been kind of like, going through whatever lessons that he needs to learn to kind of be the Jesus that he wants to be for his second coming, and he was just about to announce it. He's like, you know what? We've had bushfires in Australia. We've had a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to announce it in late February, early March. I'm gonna do it. And this kicks off and he's like, oh no. Because the first question is going to be, Jesus, what's up with the corona? Why'd you do this? He's like, oh, this puts it back a few years. Turns back, puts little headphones on, jumps back on Xbox. All right, guys, I'm back.
Do you reckon he's
playing Call of Duty? Absolute. I want you to imagine a man in his late 20s, early 30s, with a beard, long hair. Tell me Jesus is not currently playing some sort of computer game.
I just imagine him fully Steve Buscemi in Billy Madison.
Yep.
Where he's like, the music just goes, he's like, oh yeah, okay, no, we're not going to be coming this time. Corona, yep, putting it off for a few years, hangs up, and then he's like, turns the music on, and just grabs a lipstick and slowly puts lipstick on. I don't know why, but that's what I was imagining. I love that scene. Steve Buscemi's the best.
What if Jesus has come back as a woman,
Oh God, they would not be taken seriously.
You're
hysterical, Muriel.
Has as a woman come back, read through the history of what's happened in their absence, seen how women have been treated for the past 2,000 years, knowing that their second coming is going to make...
treated worse when Jesus was around.
Is going to make... Well, he was a man the first time, but now as a woman, they've endured that treatment now. So they've endured the treatment now going, okay, look down on, talk down to, that kind of thing, but then looks back further going, oh wow, it was even worse the last 2,000 years. And as this new Jesus, as a woman, looking at the world going, my second coming will bring everyone into a paradise, and going, you fuckers don't deserve it. And then
just being like full on Carly. I know we've mentioned Carly a lot.
See you in 2,000 years, bitches.
Oh, I just don't see a woman behaving that way.
Fair enough.
I see her being like, I'm going to rip you a new one. Because that's what women are like. And we don't do it in a straight away. So female serial killers, it's never quick.
What if Jesus is Angela Merkel? Slow. What if Angela Merkel? Merkel, sorry.
Angela Merkel. You're getting confused with Meghan Markle.
Yes. The names are very similar, though. I got them close. Yeah. This is in a gauntlet situation.
Gauntlet.
Making fun of me again.
Rude. No, I think Angela Merkel, I did it the same thing. Merkel has done a pretty good job. No, I think it's going to be someone...
That's pretty Jesus level stuff, making the world a better place.
I thought we said she was a vengeful psycho.
No, that was a script written by a man,
Yeah.
and I was wrong, and so now I've adjusted it.
Oh, no, I agree with you. I agree that if she came back and she'd be like, wait, you did what?
Yeah.
And there is no difference between us? You just persecuted us for hundreds of years for no reason.
Yep.
In fact, we're actually better in a lot of, like, we're actually the birthing people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bringer of life. Yeah, that sounds way better than
New
birthing
Jesus,
people.
like, where the Amazon's
birthing
at.
people.
Yeah.
I am a part of a mighty birthing people race.
Birthing people.
But yeah, no, I reckon she'd be pissed. I just don't think she'd be like you, this is a very man thing of like, I'm annoyed, I'm leaving. That's a man way to behave. Women are like, I'm annoyed, you're gonna get it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm going to either annoy the hell out of you or just subtly manipulate you until you do what I want.
If you're a vengeful woman and you agree or disagree with Kirsten, please write in what you would do as the new female Jesus to crambamblepodcast@gmail.com.
Like I was saying with the female serial killers, yeah, they don't make it slow. I mean, they don't make it quick. They always do it really, really, really slow.
Like the Lady in Misery.
I don't think I've seen Misery.
It's a Stephen King book. I've got it on audiobook for you.
Oh, nice. Yeah. There was a particularly good, I think it was just a document. Well, no, not a document. Couldn't have been a documentary. But one of those made-for-TV movies where a group of women got the list of all the pedophiles that had been released from jail that were in their suburb, and they would round them up and and physically castrate them so they couldn't hurt their kids.
Jeez Louise, that sounds like a full-on TV show. Daytime. Imagine watching that during the day.
I said made for TV.
I know, but usually they're like daytime movies.
Oh, right.
Can you imagine watching that at 12 going, this is not the right time to be watching this show?
No. It was definitely on at, let's say, 7:30 at night, and they did it weekly.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, so they were rounding them up, but one woman, the surgeon, because she was a surgeon.
Gotcha.
Because it was a group of them.
Yeah.
The surgeon finally they just bring him to her in her sort of basement area to do the procedure, and the one on the slab was the one that actually had raped her daughter.
Oh, no.
So she kills him.
Yep.
But she didn't kill him slowly.
Gotcha.
And I was like, man, you would, as a woman.
Yeah, for sure.
As a man, you'd be like, splunge in the heart, you bastard. But as a woman, you'd be like, I'm going to slowly peel off your skin and pull out your toenails. And
why not?
Yeah, because we're very vengeful. But yeah, I think that a vengeful female Jesus would be doing so many. I think like that I would coronavirus the world. You know,
maybe that's what happened.
Stay inside.
What this happened? Just holding
you
a
like
vial.
the world I created?
Oops. Smash.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you love this beautiful world that I created? All the animals and the beautiful plants that you just take for granted? Yeah, stay in your homes, you fuckers.
The point.
You may have to bleep me. Sorry.
No. We swear in this podcast. It's encouraged.
We.
The point I was going to make when I mentioned the clickbaity things about labs and it being released, imagine being the guy that accidentally released the virus.
Oh, in the lab!
But then the lab doesn't know, so you're the person who's sitting there going, so you're not being killed or taken away or whatever Communist China does, but you're aware of what happened. You're sitting there going, oh God, what did I do? Awkward.
Yeah, you've messed this vial and you're like,
Unless you're Chinese woman Jesus and you're like, you deserve this. You deserve this.
I'm just so imagining her like this incredibly beautiful actress is playing her in my mind. And she's got a compact.
Yes.
And she's just, she walks into like an area in China. She's like in the wet market or something, and she just walks in there, and a guy like, oh, hey, pretty lady, and like pinches her ass, and she's got a compact, and she's looking at herself, and she's powdering her nose, and she just turns to him and like blows the compact dust at him, and it's coronavirus.
I like it. I thought you were going to go with she looks in the mirror and it's Arab Jesus who's like 4'1" from 2,000 years ago. You know what? For that scene, both.
Yeah,
both.
Exactly.
Looks in the mirror, you see the edge of Chinese woman Jesus's face, but then you see the short Arab man in the mirror, and then Corona. To be continued.
Yeah.
And that's 30 minutes. This has been Cram Bamble, a podcast about coronavirus.
Oh, we knew this was going to happen. Yeah. Look, I think we put a kibosh on it for the next episode. We can refer to it as the before and the after times, but the actual C word we do not mention. Because I reckon we're just saturated now with coronavirus stuff.
Okay, my name's Taz, and I need to go Google the word kibosh.
And I'm Kirsten.
And we will catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.